Okay.
You probably need referee status.
I probably would. Oh my god, sensitivity already.
Well, I use a diamondback, so in that no, a copperhead, so
No
I
wonder.
need one. Hey,
No wonder.
I've gone beyond the game with my whole setup. I'm using the keyboard, mouse, everything that we got at WCG.
All right, well, it looks like we're about to start, so Toss, take us away. I'm still getting the video side worked out, and it should come up here in just a moment.
Okay, here we go. We are fight this very second. We follow oceans6 Askus as he will make his way through. He spawned down low. We'll quickly switch across so we can make his way over towards the main entrance where the Spitfires are already raining out by the Axis team. And the allied side of one.soldier will move on forward. Sharky moving in for the plant on the main door. He will get it. And now, one by one, like lemmings, they will make their way onto that ladder. As they fall back, they go down. Coming around the backside is ozzmosis. Ozzmosis, a formerly of Offensive, racks up 2 quick frags before getting dropped by hoontah's Thompson, and now hoontah is going to make his way up those stairs. He spies the support fire. He's in no man's land. He'll die to the support fire if he doesn't get off those stairs, and actually he will just avoid the support fire and is lucky to make it out alive, but a fire for effect is in on the top of that ladder. Panzerfaust coming in from Junkie into that flag room. Main door has been breached, and we'll now see one.soldier file in one by one to that bottom level. And djWHEAT, are you with us?
I am with us if you want to say that, and I'm trying to watch a game. Sorry, came in here a little bit late. We did have crmbs making his way to the lower tunnels, but how do you pronounce that? Cry was there to assist, taking down 2. No medic there to help out. What is it?
Kuraigu is his name.
Kuraigu is how you say that? Coming outside the door on the upper rafters, we're going to see ozzmosis getting 2 more there, and I would say that so far it seems like the Axis have a pretty strong lock on this. Not too much infiltration happening here on the Allied side, but Toss, tell us and educate me. Would you say that one side has a better advantage on the Frostbite than another?
Frostbite's actually attacking map. You know, it's like beach. You can defend it, you can attack it. It's very nicely balanced. And, you know, it's not like, it's not, what's an Axis bias map? Maybe Assault. Anyway, here comes the Panzerfaust, whipped down by Junkie, and now coming through that service door, we have crmbs and chronos backed up by Junkie, and they're all going to make their way through one by one up the service door, but jauhis is going to try and do something about it. He doesn't, and now the parts, now the documents will be picked up, and they will be funneled out, medic read away. In fact, they're going to run the gauntlet of that fire for effect. They will go down, and kuraigu will return it, and he will send those documents back home, get out of the way before the fire for effect can get in, and they are away. So, grenade coming in from Junkie, down. We can throw out there, but Askus is waiting on the Panzerfaust. The Allied side have to pick up those war documents, and the return that Askus is about to unleash the Panzerfaust. Oh, he vaporizes himself against the wall, and that's the funniest thing I've seen all day.
And we did, while Toss was seeing the funniest thing all day, we did see one more document grab, not going to do anything. One lone soldier there trying to play Rambo, and it's going to be unsuccessful. Seeing 2 more coming up that ladder. There is one in need of a medic. Medic will come on through, and crmbs will manage to take 1, 2 out. Another gets revived. They'll double team that one. They do have the documents, and they're making their way over and through right now. If I am correct, it is Merlinator that has the documents right now, and it looks like these guys might be on a clean sweep right here. They do have at least 2 members, and they are on their way outside. They are seeing snow. They are heading all the way back, and Merlinator is followed up there by Chronos. They're going to see one Axis member over on the side. Fire in effect, almost going out. No. And what was that? Panzerfaust from Askus, and Allies still have their hands on the document. Where are they, Toss?
They're with Sharky, but I can't quite see where he's darted off to. The Axis side have tried to lock down the transmitter, but one soldier come up with 2 Thompson frags, and will now move in. Here come the Axis reinforcements. Weak and jauhis raining in the bullets as we now push forward. We've got hoontah and Junkie making their way forward, and now we spy Sharky as he makes his way out into the open. 6 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. Sharky now going to make his move on forward. He goes the dangerous way, the outside way, but no one's making his way over the top. Frog gets dropped with the MP40 in that transmitter, and Sharky will set the time. One soldier set 3:59. It's a good time. It's very much a case of how strong is their defense, but 3:59, very, very defendable.
Well, we'll find out here in just a moment. I thought that was pretty quick. What is an average time you would say on Frostbite?
Oh, 6 minutes is your average, but it really is a map
Right. I mean, it's also going to depend on the teams, what their stronger suits are, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Beach. You know that Beach, you can attack, you can defend, you can set 3 minutes, and you can lose 3 minutes.
Right.
It's Frostbite is a newer map. It sort of came in at the older days of RTCW, and thus it's a great map.
All right, well, take us away once again as we hear Warwitz saying, "Prepare to fight." We are now inside this game, and TosspoT, you got the mic.
Here we go with hoontah leading the charge forward. One soldier will rain in those support fires, spam them out, 1 and 2. And there's crmbs double grenade, doesn't need a support fire as he takes Askungen and weak away. And now we have Fra making his move in on the main door, blown away by Sharky's been able to too little too late. hoontah double support fire sends Fra and ozzmosis over the wall, and we do have Juncie about to toss that counter charge down on the incoming allied respawn. He moves forward, he has himself killed, the rest of his team have, and here they go, they funnel out. That's a weak Panzerfaust.
That was weak.
Bypasses everyone that's respawned, and Juncie, I think, better for him.
He was, that was a misfire there. I mean, it was a nice straight shot. Unfortunately, it did not hit a damn thing. Not even a target on the board. So trying to watch that flag, some grenades coming in, nothing they're going to be able to do there. So it looks like the Allies possibly took another route here. Where are they? On the outside, there is finally a Panzerfaust that's going to claim 1, 2, and 3, although it does grab weak, too. So 3 members of oceans6 going down. Ozzmosis now making his way in. Lone member right now. He sees one member up top. We're going to have another dynamite planted near the service door. And we've got 2 minutes, 44 seconds left on this clock. Considering the rate that they've been going, TosspoT, how do you think that they can beat this time?
Well, they're moving quickly through. Now it's a case of document grab. If they can get one successful document grab, they can get away. Just depends. We have ozzmosis making his way up to the documents. ACP frag dropping 1. There comes crmbs with a double grenade, taking out 2 people moving on those documents. And crmbs, hats off to you. He's just saved his team right there. But merlinator will come. Reinforcements have been met. And, let's go back just a few seconds and say congratulations to Juncie. Disappointed in his first shot, and quite rightly silencing just for those Wolf TV sync-ups. We're on 7 seconds, 6 and 5, and now we have got Askungen up to move on around. He's backed up by 1 minute to make their way up. Juncie with a double Panzerfaust again. He was sitting on the truck. Now, 1 man coming up. Juncie will go down for the full spawn. That's a bit of a waste, Panzer and Panzer. We'll see as oceans6 move on.
And we're going to see Chronos for 1. Definitely the Axis have ramped up their defensive status here on the documents. 1 minute, 40 seconds on the clock. Askungen waiting for a Panzer shot just outside the door. And will he get it? It's unclear right now, but it may not matter. We do have hoontah now controlling those documents. 1 allied member coming up, going to get mowed down. A second one also getting mowed down. And we will see Chronos actually coming in from behind and taking care of those corpses, too. So right now, 4 Axis deep on the documents, Toss. This is looking a little rough here for oceans6. I don't know if they're going to be able to break through this so impeccable defense that the Axis are laying down right now.
Yes, we'll see what they can do, but it's a case of they only got 1 minute, so they just need 1 document grab and they can be away. If you've got the strafing powers of Ramsey, then, you can get away. And I think everyone remembers that Dutch victory where he did just sweep away with the strafe jumping. But as the seconds run out, I can't see them doing it. They need about 30 to get these documents to home, and it doesn't look like they're going to be given that opportunity. We are on the final countdown before we go into garbage time, and oceans6 looks like they are going to go 1 man down. 1 soldier. Well, what was 1 soldier? It was picked up the flag, that's a big thing, instant delaying tactic, and credit there. And it's just like any other map. You go forward, you pick up a flag, force them to spawn back. Thus, you've added 10 to 15 seconds on the clock. You've annoyed your opponent. I think anyone that's ever played RTCW will know how annoying it is to lose a spawn point, to lose a flag, and be forced back. And then it's just that 1 player that's gone forward, launch a grenade in and cut your attack down by 2 players.
Axis win.
However it is, however it works out. And look at Juncie there. I might have lambasted him at the start of that map, but he certainly charges up with 17 frags and some 4,000 damage and beats everyone else on the server by clear 2,000. Well, very good. What we should do is give Wolf TV a big sync up on this one for the countdown, because we had a few requests for those who had tuned in on the audio stream. And so why don't you start us off on this map and do that as well?
All right, well, here we go. As we are getting the prepared to fight, we're going to switch things up a little bit. Now we've got Axis, one soldier, and allies are Ocean 6. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are inside this game. The clock is 9 minutes and 56 seconds, and let's take it into this. What are we going to see here from the Axis on the one side? They did some great defense on the documents earlier on. It looks like they will make a run initially as close as they could get to take out as many of the allies to start. Some fire for effect going out there, and they will just continue to hold that door, I'm guessing, to try to keep them from infiltrating that flag room and getting that forward position like you mentioned before, Toss. 9 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. A lot of time, obviously. We see some dynamite down. Some fire effect will go in. Hopefully that will time nicely with the dynamite blow. But the Axis doing everything right, and actually the allies also looking to do everything right.
Yes, they are, and now we spy Junkie with a grenade moving forward. Pantherfaust is down. Just launched himself forward on the Axis recoil as well, so he'll be back any second now. Ozzy will make his way down low, and as he edges around the corner, he is putting up his face, tossed up towards that flag where there is actually no Axis player left up there, but Ozzy with a double grenade. Chronos and merlinator both taken down. He will move on forward. He'll pick up those ammo packs that were kindly left out by the Axis team, and the allies now have themselves a flag grab. And we will be moving on to the next stage right about now. So, what are one soldier doing wrong? Or what are one soldier going to do right? Well, hoontah is 999.
That probably doesn't help.
Oh, he's back. However, you know, one soldier now just going to lock this one down. Ocean 6 have themselves frags on the board, and I can see them getting a dot grab soon.
All right, I would see that too. Obviously, that double grenade right at the beginning helped out. There was only one Axis to help in the rafter area, and that let a lot of the allies get through that front line. Now, 8 minutes on the clock, and it does look like the stairs to the document grab are being occupied by the allies. One coming through. Medic will be there to save their asses, and Ozzmosis is back up. Document grab has occurred, and let's see, who do we got here with the documents? That would be jauhis. How do I pronounce that one?
Yep.
Okay, jauhis has the documents here, and switching over to him. I don't. Oh, take me, Toss. I'm trying to find him.
He's been dropped down by the Pantherfaust of Junkie. He was waiting inside the main garage. They dropped him down, but Askis has picked it back up. No Panther this time. Both teams self-kill out, and Askis, the Ocean 6 Panther, will move forward. However, here comes merlinator and Junkie. Junkie dropping Ozzmosis, picked the wrong side with that Panther this time, and as Weak will try to take on merlinator, just moving around. Merlinator can't hide for love nor money, but here comes Chronos. Chronos moving forward in on the document character, which is now jauhis once again, and the Axis side start to move forward. The grenade comes in from Sharky out of nowhere, and he dropped the Panther. He dropped the document carrier down, and the Axis returned it. It was Junkie that tossed in the grenade, and then he finished off the move with a Pantherfaust in on Weak, and now Askis has switched back to a M40. I'm guessing he just picked that up offloading his load. However, we are back at all square.
Yeah, all square indeed, and we did have one member of the Allied forces there trying to defend those documents, but as 3 Axis come in, not much that they can do. So grenades being tossed out like they're, Nerf balls over here. Ocean 6 Weeks getting dominated by a grenade as he comes up the ladder there. And finally, it is Cry who comes on in. He will get a document grab, and let's switch on over to him as he makes his way out. Cry has the documents. He is down now, but and there it is. We got a quick return. That was short-lived there. It looks like they went underneath the tunnel, and we should have another grab here shortly.
Ozzy picks up the ducks. The old Swedish superstar dropped by merlinator's grenade up the backside, and now Fra will try to move those away, but he's been picked up quickly by Weak, who will now claim those documents, and now Ozzy will lead the charge forward with Fra, and they'll move past the first door and move these documents towards the flag area. Askis with the Pantherfaust dropping Junkie, so the Axis Pantherfaust is out of the loop just now. What by launch that one Axis culled down as merlinator's MP40 will come in on kuraigu, and now they will move these parts away. It is Weak that has the documents. He has himself 3 or 4 Axis players in front. One of them is Junkie. Boom, Pantherfaust, 2 down. jauhis and Fra poked away, but Weak is still up and running, and Ozzmosis is his only man for company, and he has crmbs and merlinator to deal with. He's going to be joined by jauhis. The Axis assault is on for these documents, but the allies have respawned back. Here comes the Pantherfaust. Kuraigu, Thompson in double spotlight. He will move on forward. Panther versus Panther. Oh, Ocean 6 will lose the document character through Kronos' MP40, but where are those dogs? I don't see them anywhere.
They're on top of the roof right over there, right above the Allied spawn. I don't think anyone knows. Someone did grab it. Ozzmosis obviously got the word that they were up on the building and was able to grab them, so he did successfully grab them, and good for him because there was an Axis corpse over there as well. So they are going to go up through the top. He does have some reinforcements here. He's going to go on in, down to 5 points of health. He will manage to make it on in there, and will it go for the radio transmission? There it is, clock set to 5:14, and the documents on a hot tin roof, TosspoT. That was a close one for Ocean 6. They almost did not recover those documents before a return.
Yeah, they have. They had it quite closely down, but the Axis team, again, you've seen how to and fro this map can go. I mean, 5 minutes 14, it's not too bad a time. It's just like a minute longer than the one-soldier time, but what difference a minute can make on this? How many attacks can you put in on those documents in a minute? A hell of a lot. And, well, we'll see what we're going to get from the one-soldier side on their offense. They'd move up to 2-0 going up to base, and I'm really, really lucky to know this is not Quake 3. You could not load
That's weak, dude. They need to have a vault. I don't understand why not.
Here we go. We're going to give you the Wolfenstein sync up. We are on 3, 2, 1, and we are fight once again. And djWHEAT, why don't you take us away?
All right, I'm going to take you away this time, even though I obviously have no idea what I'm talking about. I got somewhat of an idea what's going on here, as we are going to see the Allied making their way forward. 4 of them heading up the ladder. The other engineer is going to drop that dynamite in front of the main door, kill himself, and reset. We do have a Panzerfaust waiting outside as the entire one team. He is going to get 2 there, but that's not going to be too devastating, but it will stop a little push coming up here. And Sharky going to get dropped as well, and make sure that he's taken out. So far, it looked like a pretty standard start, Toss. What would you say?
I'd say that we are all about lockdown, but the Allied side have kept that flag, and that's the important part. As well as we'll see the Panzerfaust coming out from Askungen. He's just missed the move in on there, and he struck the brick floor, and will go down now. Juncie may well go forward towards that service door and show him down. No, in fact, now they are both down as Askungen jihads out Juncie with that grenade. So Kronos will move forward. The dynamite goes in on the service door, which will blow access up to the side entrance. We have exactly 4 minutes and 1 second. There you go, 4 minutes on the clock, as one-soldier now have themselves total access to this Ocean 6 defense, and it's a question of if rather than when those players are going to be called into action.
Well, and 3 minutes 49 seconds on the clock, setting themselves up in the defensive crossfire seems to be the right decision here. We do see the dynamite pulsing on the service door, and I'm currently following Week, who is just watching from the I would say the rafter area over to the garage. He's finally taken out. It looked to be like a Panzerfaust actually dropped him down, and now they're making their way in. The Axis reclaim the upper complex, and that's going to make it a little more difficult, but thankfully hoontah comes in and recovers for his team there. He is dropped down there. The Axis may come in once again. Coming up the ladder are 2 more Allied from the back. They will get mowed down, and Axis does not come out on top on that one, and we see the Allies regain that forward bunker.
Yeah, but they've been pinned back here yet again by the one-soldier side, and by the Ocean 6 side, and they've been locked in that flag. 2:57 on the clock. It's an extra minute gone, and that is what counts. Allied side nowhere near reachable yet, as the time will roll away, but one-soldier that frag up, frag with 2 going in quickly. Allied side captain picking up those documents here, and Ocean 6 will move them away past those. Insecure. We'll see what they can do. We've got another move down the right-hand side. The documents at the bottom of that. And in fact, they'd be foolish to pick them up just now because the assault's coming in from the right side. Buy them a few seconds. Kronos moving in for those documents. They know they're at the bottom of the ladder. Now they were picked up by Juncie. No, Juncie's going to wait on that right-hand side. He's going to start with the Panzerfaust on Axis Reform, which is moving his way. Boom. Down goes one. Juncie moves in on the documents, picks them up, moves them down towards the service door, where the Axis team are about to swarm forward. No, they're not. The Allied side will move these documents away. Juncie has those. He's got backup from Kronos, who will switch carrier. They'll move it to the medic. Good move. That'll allow Juncie to move off to the right-hand side and deal with the incoming Axis assault, as we now have merlinator moving these documents home, and we take us
Well, Chronos has the documents now, making his way over to the transmission room, although he sees a lieutenant's fire coming on in, and he will wait for his entire team. Ocean's Cry goes down. They're going to go for the ladder route, and look at that Panzerfaust by Askungen taking out 1, 2, 3. The Allies re-steal the documents, though. Merlinator has them on point, up the ladder, going to go through the door and down the pipe. He will actually wait, pause, throw a grenade down there, and rightfully show reinforcement should come soon. And there it is from the bottom. An Axis from the ladder drops down the documents and has a last-second save. 1 minute, 21 seconds on the clock. Was that a major mistake by that Allied member going in too early?
Well, he just looked down the ladder. He played it safe. He wasn't going to be two. Once you put one grenade down, you instantly think, you know, one. There's only going to be one down there. My team can't have missed that many players. The important point was right there. That double Panzerfaust exchange from Askungen and Juncie. The rockets flew past each other, said hello, and then destroyed both teams. Askungen's proven to be the more important one, taking down the dock carrier and buying some time. But hoontah has those docks now yet again. He'll move them towards the service door. He's going to be challenged down by one Axis player. It's Luga to Luga, and jauhis will win out. And with 41 seconds to go, it's docks now or never for the one-soldier side. Otherwise, we're going to a tie game. We're going to follow Merlinator. He will take us into the garbage time. Surely, yes, because we will stop them in their tracks. Double MP40 frag, whips out the Luga, gonna get the Luga frag as well. He'll turn around, and will he make it 4? Sharky versus Weak. Finally, Sharky will win out, but the question is, does he have George? No, he's no crime buster of the... And oceans6 will take us 1-1.
And Sharky trying to go... trying to get a little pistol love there against two Axis. Does not happen. The documents have been grabbed, but with 6 seconds left, it would take a haste rune and time scale 3 as TosspoT, 30, excuse me, as TosspoT would put it in order for him to get to that transmission area. It does not happen to us. And as you say, we've got a 1-1 situation.
Now, looking at Juncie there, he's added some more damage to his massing total, up to 5,200. Actually, Askungen came across as well. So both Panzers inflicting some damage. You'd say a good game for those two. Would have impressed their managers, their leaders right there, because that's exactly what you would expect from a Panzer. Now on base, we're onto another big Panzer map, and I will be very intrigued to see how these two perform, because on base, a Panzer can win or lose you a map if you play it right.
And we've got a tie 1-1 toss, so we're going to be going into this one with a little bit of, well, with basically a tie. I don't know how else to put it. I'm trying to update my overlay here so that I can reflect that. And we are moving on to base, and I love this. I love this map. I think this is a fantastic, fantastic map.
Yeah, and there's no need for a follow quad on this, so it should be good.
I should be. But who knows? I'm gonna have
oceans6 looked. They looked good, and the reason I say oceans6 over one.soldier is because oceans6 came back into that, and they started showing a little bit of individuality to win them that map. And I think it was a question of a couple double frags coming in from like Aussie and jauhis. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are fight on the second map, and one.soldier need to take it to oceans6, as momentum may favor the OC side.
Well, let's taking a look at this on the Allied side. Juncie, hoontah, crmbs, merlinator, chronos, and sharky about ready to tear it up. What will happen? Which radar will they go for first? Already seeing a quick rush from Juncie out. He's not even going to get a chance to fire that Panzer. And what will the engineers be able to do? Going around the outside near the Axis spawn. Looks like they might try to go for a ladder push there. There's 3 Allied members there. From down below, oceans6 Weak is dropped down as well. Some great work by the Axis there coming from down below. And Sharky also on top of things with crmbs, and merlinator is there as well. They are going to make their way up, and they could get this radar right away. I do see that they have 1 active engineer, and they also have a medic. So there come the packs. Toss, do you think they'll get this radar?
Askungen with the Panzerfaust moving out the engineer and the medic right to his right-hand side. No, he wasted it. Oh, he knew that he saw the medic going forward, and instead of shooting at the medic, he shot at the medic whilst after he'd revived. The engineer was invulnerable. His Panzerfaust was wasted. Askungen, that wasn't the right thing to do. And oceans6 are in trouble now, as this push did work. And we'll see. Now, could we be pushed into a situation where we're going to have to go for radar 2 defenses? unorthodox to say the least, but that's exactly what we're going to see. We've got 3 players making their way towards that south radar right now. There's Junkie with the Panda Faust from one.soldier, kuraigu, Askungen, and Farrell down. The 3-man spawn killer's waited, has worked. He waited at that truck so long, and he struck on the Axis respawn, and now that one.soldier radar 2 defense, that Ocean 6 radar 2 defense may fall into insignificance. We do have ozzmosis and Fra and Weak all there. They're going to have to try and quickly move across and lock something down at radar 2. Obviously, radar 1 in the northeast tower is your standardized defense on this map. However, it does look like that radar 2 defense lasted about as long as my sense.
Yeah, that did not last long at all. In fact, 4 allied members out. A Panzer does come, but it's not going to stop the engineer from dropping a code on that dynamite, if you will. The radar is in jeopardy right now, and there is, unless the allies just make a giant mistake right here, I don't see how they couldn't get a very nice time here on base. They've got 4 men deep right now, and no Panzer's going to stop this attack. There's no way they're going to be able to get an engineer here. We're going to see this one blow, and we're going to have an absolutely fantastic time, I think, coming from 1. And there it is, 2 minutes 41 seconds. TosspoT, that is hot on base.
Yeah, it is, and you know, it's always nice when you see what you say at the start of the map sort of vindicated at the end. We said the Panthers could play a big role in this, and they certainly did. Askungen screwed up big time, and he knows it with that Panther foul shot that he had on radar 1, and Junkie certainly sealed the deal on radar 2 with a 3-man Panzer on the spawn, and a good Panzer or a bad Panzer can win you a map like base.
How often on base? Because, I mean, I understand that in a lot of these games the meta game changes a lot. But how often on base are you going to see an assault on the south radar before the north?
Oh, 75%. Easily, if not more.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
All right, well, here we go.
Up.
Yep, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take you away this time. Allies are now Ocean 6, and we're going to see 3 Axis heading out to north radar, and 2 going over to the south. And we've got our allied folks going through the office here, ozzmosis and jauhis up top. They're going to make their way around. One is an engineer. The other, I do believe, medic. So we'll see them coming around the corner. NG goes down. He is revived. And there's one member gets taken down. No, he killed himself. Merlin's going to let himself die. We probably might see a Panzer to try to stop this push, but they aren't going to go for it. They're going to continue to go to the south radar, get caught in a crossfire. The medic is there for the revive, and it looks like they could be able to get their positioning again, take this out. Another missed Panzer from that side, and we will see 2 allied members make it in from the top.
Yes, we will, and now we follow. Who is that moving around? We've got. Well, the one.soldier side just trying to lock down that northeast tower. They're not getting anywhere fast, but coming through those stairs is Fur on the one Ocean 6 side. Move on in on that north tower. Could they get this? Yes, they could. Kuraigu goes in. Dynamite yellow. What? Oh, dynamite. A grenade toss to the right-hand side. He is down. He is revivable. Yes, if they can get in there, but hoontah's the one that's going to try and stop him. They've only got a field up. Lieutenant left. And as the grenade comes in from merlinator, they'll move in on the give and seal up that one. Radar 1. Dynamite goes down on radar 2. There is no northeast tower defense. jauhis may get this. He's trying to lock it down. Askungen double Panda Faust. The move is on from Ocean 6. ozzmosis moving through. He's got to wait on that charge. He's got another 10 seconds or so before he's got the charge from radar 1. He will move across. hoontah will stop him with the MP40. Revive comes out from jauhis, and now radar 1 is under the peril of this team.
And radar 2 is not in any better position. Actually, now it is. The Axis definitely got that lockdown. Some great grenades coming down from the bottom. The Allied team has now officially disabled that south radar. And the north is their only problem. We've got fire coming in from the lieutenant. Going to drop down. One engineer's going to go in for it. He gets nailed. And in comes merlinator. 1, 2, 3. Turns around. Fry will take him out. But from behind the radar, it was crmbs, actually, that came out of nowhere and was able to do what he needed to do and stop that engineer. 17 seconds left. This is garbage time now, is it not?
Yes, it is. And, well, one.soldier alarm bells have to be ringing in that, as they truly did need a little bit of, well, they needed some assistance there to get that one finished. And maybe Ocean 6 will look at this and say, hey, that's not too bad. They may well be able to get on up in this in the next round and take it to 2-2. It's certainly not beyond them. One soldier have the round in the bag, and they have the advantage. However, will they be able to go any further? Merlinator says no, so I wonder how much they're playing on the one soldier side. For some of these players, this is something of one of the higher pressure games that they've ever played, although a lot of them have experience on Wolf TV and such before. But semi-final time, nerves do kick in, and, well,
Absolutely.
Oceans 6.
Absolutely.
Oceans 6 won't be feeling those, I would doubt.
No, I don't think so either. But they do, they happen. Even the more experienced teams still, I think, get nerves. It's one of those things. And a wise man once told me that if you don't get nervous about something, then you don't care about it. And so I think it's completely natural to have nerves, especially in something like this, a semifinal match. We are still waiting on 5 members, possibly some discussion going on between one soldier to find out what can we do better, what can we do more effectively here on this map. And we've seen some good stuff so far. They're saying go, go, go. Ocean 6 is definitely ready to rock and roll. But they've got to wait for one soldier to ready up before they can officially begin their journey.
Their journey. I'm wondering who told you, which wise man it was that said if you don't have nerves.
Do you want to guess? Do you believe that?
Was it the Jackal? Was it the Jackhammer? Was it
It was actually my father. My father, one time in middle school, said, "You know what, son? If you don't get nervous, then you just don't care about it." And there you go. So my dad was a wise man.
Here we go. We're gonna stop.
Is that touching, Toss? Take us away.
That is. I think there's a tear to be wiped away.
I bet there is. I'll do a countdown here. We got 3, 2, 1, and TosspoT, take us away.
What a countdown that was.
That was
Here
beautiful.
we go. Ocean 6 come through. They're going to send 3 lieutenants to the bottom of the... 4 lieutenants to the bottom. We're going to see the biggest artillery spam in Wolf TV history as the 4 of them lock down their fire for effects on, I would guess, the bridge, the northeast tower. 1 of them goes in. 2 of them go in. 3 of them go in. What is the point in having 3 of artilleries in the same place at the same time? Well, 1 position on the northeast tower is gone, that's for sure. However, we'll see whether they're actually able to do anything. No, they are not. And that is the worst tactic in RTCW history that I have ever seen. Ozzmosis and Jauhis will now make their move from the south tower. Juncie with the Panther dropping one in the follow-up to the Luger Fries. hoontah comes in with the MP40. And now Jauhis will pick up the revive and they're ready to rock and roll somewhere. But the wonderful, Technicolor rainbow of artillery has failed.
And the medic revive does not happen there on the main platform, although Ozzmosis... Oh, I guess it did. Ozzmosis did come up. He managed to take one down. Allied team did disable that south radar. And the Axis didn't give 2 craps about that south radar. Is that right? I mean, they just let them pretty much come on in and roll it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. They want to just defense up. Okay, well, Wheat's just now catching on to the metagame that is now RTCW. Back when I used to play, we did it way differently, but we're also nubs. So coming in through the tunnel, and TosspoT obviously agrees. Some fire coming down from Chronos in the middle, trying to watch that, letting no allied soldier advance up through there. And this north radar is their bread and butter. This is the one thing that's going to keep them alive, and the defense of this radar will mean everything going into the next round. This was in the days of 8 MP rounds in our... Shut up. No, it wasn't. Come on. 13 minutes now on the clock as TosspoT is sitting here berating me about my weak RTCW skills, and that's okay. I'm a man enough to admit that I'm a nub still when it comes to RTCW, but I love it. Great team game, probably one of the best I've ever played. And what do we got going on, Toss? Where are these allies attacking?
On to the northeast tower we go. Panther Faust exchange. Juncie will strike Darky down, in fact. Sharky down. As Ozzmosis through onto the onto that northeast tower. He will hop himself down because he's in a whole lot of trouble. But here comes some reinforcements. Kuraigu and Jauhis powering through the box room, and they will move on towards the North Tower shortly. However, they are having themselves a tea break, and kuraigu will toss himself over that grenade, the Maxus grenade in front of him. Now he waits. Now he's got Chronos. Chronos versus jauhis, and kuraigu, and kuraigu will go down, and jauhis was still having that cup of tea while his beloved engineer was hitting the deck, and it wasn't to be. And, well, eye on the ball, jauhis is the call. But with some 11 minutes and 55 on the clock, the time is still good. The Allied side have still got positioning. They've taken down the northeast tower defense. That's the important part. The door is wide open for Oceans6 to move up towards the north tower, although they are coming from the tunnel, possibly the one area you don't want to come when you've got 3 Axis players on the bridge, and the opportunity is rife for a Panzerfaust to strike.
And you mentioned that they've got that northeast tower locked down, and they do, rightfully so. Jauhis manages to get almost 4 kills from up top, and even stop some of the Axis coming off of the spawn there. Now he is sent out of there by a grenade, but that's not going to stop the rest of the Allied team from taking position back up there. As Toss mentioned, having that positioning is going to help them a lot in taking down the defense of this tower. But we've still not seen any direct infiltration or any dynamite drops into this area. Oceans6 Fra is up top on the bridge. It looks like they might take this chance to go reclaim that northeast tower. Is it possible, TosspoT? And would it be advisable that Oceans6 actually pulls it off?
Well, it's possible. Askungen has rained in another double map panzer on this morning. Every time you're doing dynamite yellow on the north tower here, kuraigu will move in. There he goes. He gets it, and the dynamite is in on that north tower right now. That's the crucial point. Now they just got to lock it down. Here comes that Axis engineer. It is Chronos moving on in. Dropped in the back by Wings Thompson, and will be gibbed as well. And we do have ourselves a problem as Askungen rains in another 2 frags. Juncie with a Thompson coming through. Sharky joined by George, but George is on the other team now. And the crime was busted on that bridge. One soldier have been defeated, as we have a time about to be set of 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Very good, or right on the top of time you were wanting. The Oceans6 have given themselves a real shot of taking this game.
It was obviously a lot about control, as it usually is here on base, and I'd say that was a pretty textbook display of how control can be dished out here. The Allied taking control of that northeast tower, as you so well pointed out, TosspoT, and then there was nothing, basically. Once Askungen had that Axis spawn covered with the Panzerfaust, it was basically a 6-on-2 at that point. Not much that they could actually do. So we're moving on once again as one soldier, or excuse me, Oceans6 they're on game point, right?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
One soldier up. But if they beat this time, they win the game. If they don't, we go to another map.
Okay, and what do we know what that map will be, or will it be chosen at that time?
It will be a map of the player's choice at that moment in time.
All right, well, here we go. We've got to prepare to fight. I will count us down, and Toss will start us off. Good luck, have funds are being exchanged, and 3, 2, 1, we are inside this game.
Yes, we are, as we have Oceans6 now needing the game of their lives somewhat. Askungen will be the one that we look to provide it. He had a strong Allied map. He had a very poor first SW stopwatch round, and as the gate opens, the looks like the distraction is being pulled by the one soldier side. They have 2 players there, both lieutenants, who are about to toss a fly for effect down. Askungen is controlling that bridge, and I do pray that the Panzerfaust is not going to put on the bridge, otherwise I think I would cry. Out comes the Panzerfaust of Juncie. He strikes the floor, and the floor is built of firm stuff these days. And now the dynamite will go down on radar 2, and we are ready to rock and roll. One soldier look like they are, they have something planned here. They do. Crmbs will move forward. Kuraigu will stop him in his tracks. And now the Panzerfaust of Askungen will be stopped as kuraigu unleashes 1, 2, 3 MP40 frags. And Askungen will follow up with a jihad in on Crmbs. One soldier has been destroyed by one former A-Losers players, but Juncie's going to make the move forward. Catch them with a pants down, Panzerfaust out. One man. Jihad's down, Ozzmosis, and one soldier will come through the tunnel, djWHEAT.
And watching from down below, there goes the south radar. Sharky was in there. He will be met up by a couple more allies, but this time it looks like Oceans6 has a pretty good lock on the Axis defense on this north tower. Watching that northeast side, they still do have a crossfire set up. The medics doing a great job over there, and the lieutenants aiding in on the ammo as well. So Fra has this locked down. We did see the Panzer come out of there before, and as you noted, the floor did not like it too much, but it didn't help at all. Coming in from down below seemed to be the optimal way, and it did allow one soldier to actually make some advancements, but not enough to get to that north radar. 3 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. Here it comes from the top. They're trying to take over this northeast tower, but Frost still has it in lock. So I don't know where they're coming from.
Well, they're planning something yet again, and they're playing this CS style. They're making every attack count, but it's just not working just yet. And I'm bemused to see an allied medic in front of Axis respawn. Perhaps I missed something there. But yet again, that point we called about Panzerfaust having a big game is so important, as we saw the juncie switch. It's now the balance of power is switched big time. Juncie is having a bad half right now, and it's Askis that is reigning in. Now, part of that is to do with who has control of the map, and thus how is the Panzerfaust going to play. The other half is to do with the past 2 Panzerfaust shots that Juncie has dropped have been straight at brick flooring where no Axis player has been near, thus causing a slight problem. What Askis did so well in the last half of the map was he simply locked down Axis respawn. When you're taking down 2 Axis of spawn, you're doing a team a job. Even if you're taking down 1, you're hurting a defense. And we actually don't know why it paused at this moment. It's a tactical pause, says Merlinator, and we'll see. Juncie was one reason why this was why they asked for a pause. But I can't see one soldier getting a plant. We got 235 on the clock. It's more than doable. However, I think one soldier have lost the wind in their sails somewhat. Seeing that allied medic down in front of Axis respawn on his own. I mean, you could still see his Thompson's left there. Little Jimmy Smith is dead, and his mother and father are just wondering what went wrong, because why on earth would you find someone like that, especially when you have 2 other Axis allied medics waiting for reinforcements at radar 2. There's work to be done for one soldier, and now you've got an engineer about to move into northeast tower, and Axis lieutenants already spotted him, and the medics are a good 10-15 seconds away. So I do think one soldier have lost the wind in their sails.
Really? So we're going to find out here as soon as the pause commences. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Being able to evaluate the game right now in a quote-unquote, I guess, what would you want to call it, like suspended animation, so to say. Just like you mentioned, those 2 medics over at the south radar and the 1 engineer. This engineer is about to get raged by this sole Axis member with the MP40 right in front of him. So it could be bad news here, and this rush could be completely devastated, which means that they will have to wait until the next reinforcements to come on through. So I'm enjoying this toss. I think this is a good game so far. I wish that I was not so damn rusty when it came to Wolfenstein, but it's nice to to see a good old-fashioned RTCW game.
Yeah, and at least the movement's not gay like CPMA.
Whatever. What's gay?
Anyway.
What's gay about the movement? Weren't you the one that's like, enemy territory Quake Wars has strafing? That makes me happy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, in comparison to the Doom 3 engine that they're building it on, and the size of the maps. But anyway, we're going to start this one back off.
All right.
Once again.
Here we go. Take us away.
3, 2, 1, and we are fight once again, and that engineer has backed away, and he will be joined by his medics, and we may now see a push onto the south tower, where I would imagine we're about to have the focus of a double Panzerfaust coming in from Askis. It was down into the tunnels, and Merlinator Chronos felt the full brunt of that, but here comes Juncie. Panzerfaust out, he gets a kill, he gets a double kill. Most of the weak were found humping in the bike sheds, and they're now down. And Fra has finally dealt with Juncie, but Oceans 6 have been dealt a killer blow.
A killer blow indeed. And they're still trying to make their way in. 1-on-2 situation. And we will see Sharky and friends make their way over. They will get a revive. There's one more just waiting outside. Grenade does come out. It will take both of them out. But they should have... the engineer is still alive. It's going to be a Luger versus pistol. And hoontah goes down thanks to oceans6. Great pistol accuracy. That was Fra that got the kill right there. And they just saved their own asses on that one. 1 minute, 33 seconds remaining. It looked like the Allies had a piece of that pie right there. And unfortunately for them, oceans6 scooped it away.
Sharky and George moving through the tunnel. Merlinator will be skipping past. They'll actually go for the self-kill. And that's left Sharky on his own. And that is just terrible. You leave him on his own, Sharky doesn't self-kill, and he just gets eaten up for breakfast by the Axis defense, and is now out in full support. And here we go into that North Tower. Crmbs 1-2 of the tops are dropping Weak and Kuraigu, and now they have an engineer making his way in towards the box room. Fra is waiting, Luger in hand. It ain't gonna happen this time, Fra, surely. He's got too much backup, and now jauhis will launch that grenade over the... He won't get one. Junkie with one-man panzer blows Askungen way in the back, but ozzmosis sitting in the radar and drags him down as he went in for the plant. With 43 seconds, ozzmosis has surely just dealt out one final blow to this one-soldier team. There will be one more push, there will be one more engineer, and ozzmosis will do it all over again.
Nice.
Double support fire coming in as well, and ozzmosis has just won the game for oceans6, and he shows why he has such an impressive array of RTCW awards and histories and accolades as they have in this game.
And he just asked you in chat, have you said anything good about me yet, TosspoT? Well, now he has. Officially, ozzmosis saves the entire oceans6 team there. And a beautiful job it was. And I have to commend also, I think it was jauhis who, no, it was Askungen who fired that Panzerfaust to take out that Axis member behind the radar. The Allies could not beat the clock. Ozzmosis stops the push. The engineers beg for mercy on their knees, and he won't have any of it. So, according to you now, we're going to be moving on to another map. Do we know what that is, or...?
We don't. We're going to have an elimination.
Uh-oh.
So
we're going to have
we'll
an elimination as we are now in a tied situation here inside the game. And the winner of the next map, whatever that will be, will walk away and be in the finals. Or one of the teams in the finals.
Yeah, Celeste versus SVPR will be the other game. And we will most likely be bringing you that once that is scheduled, and maybe you could update me on whether that has been scheduled just yet. However, we wait on this game getting back underway on the map to be decided, and let's just recap on this match that has gone to and fro. one.soldier have taken the lead on Frostbite, then oceans6 came back, one.soldier took the lead on base, and oceans6 came back, and well, we have had a game that has gone from end to end, and I wonder whether we are ever going to see the end of this. I mean, I recall an Open Cup Division 2 game that I played in with Void against Extreme Phenomenons. If you remember XPH with Frog, the ultimate panzer of all RTCW history, and we finally lost that game 5-4 after we exchanged rounds left, right, and center. Well, maybe we'll be in for a treat and get this game.
Well, in for a treat. I'm always down for that, TosspoT, especially if it's Diet Coke and Wheat Thins, right? Ding.
Yes.
No, not Diet Coke. The Wheat Thins I'll take, but Diet Coke I won't.
In fact, let me just finish off my glass of that right.
You realize that Diet Coke is actually nuclear and it's eating out your insides.
Fight.
It's a what? A lubricator.
What? No, it's nuclear.
Oh.
Where's your head, TosspoT?
Okay, you're inside the game. As we have absolutely no idea. Vicent thinks it will be, it's Dictator Not oh, I shoot. He just said he's undercover, and I just announced it. Anyway, thinks that it'll be beach left, and everyone knows how much I love beach. So I would love to see this game played. And yes, Wheat, I'm going to send you a link that Nelly has quite rightly said you have got to play on the video stream at some point, namely now, while we have this opportunity, as Sharky would be most appreciative to see his buddy George on the video stream.
George?
Have you never seen Sharky and George?
No.
My God. Sharky and George, the Crime Busters of the Sea. Surely you know that song, that show.
No, I don't.
It used to come after the Jetsons on Cartoon Network after a while.
Dude, you're obviously going into some British territory that I have no idea about. What is the
So you don't know what
the
the
vote?
Jetsons is?
What?
You don't know what the Jetsons is?
I know what the
either?
damn Jetsons are. Oh, yes. Yes.
It's your favorite map of all time.
Yes.
Do you want to tell the story of QuakeCon 2005?
No, I'll let you tell it.
Okay, so when ICE got announced for ET at QuakeCon 2005, I whined. I whined out of my backside. I messaged every QuakeCon admin, "You've just ruined the tournament, you suck, I'm gonna kill you all." And, Wheat got to hear my whine, and when it was played in the grand final, it was something of a joke by the Czech 6 side. Reva said, "Fine, I'll give you a show, we'll pick ICE." And, well, they picked it, and it was the most exciting 8 minutes of enemy territory I've ever seen, and any RTCW fan would have been proud to have witnessed the Panzer shots, the document exchange, and anything that went on in that map in a QuakeCon Grand Final. And, of course, let's not forget the Doctors versus Infenzers on this map. However, Wheat had heard it and has been saying, blah, 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 blah. Hey, ICE for the win, ICE for the win. And after that map, and before that map, he grabbed the microphone away and was screaming about ICE, GG, blah, blah, blah. And for once, he was proved right.
For once? Uh-oh. I've got it. For once, I don't know about that. I've actually got a video now from TosspoT of Sharky and George.
We have some players to ready up. I think there are a few people out there that would love to see that video if you have the power.
Oh, of this particular video? The file
Yeah.
you're looking for has moved. Oh, no. You failed me. What is it called again? George and Sharky?
Sharky and George. Yeah,
Sharky and
I agree
George.
with Nelly. He says, get a childhood, djWHEAT. I mean, to have not seen
What the
this.
fuck are you guys
And to watch
talking about?
Crappy anime cartoons that you do, and to have not seen this is just terrible. It's just unforgivable.
Hold on, I'm watching this shit. Dude, you guys
It's
are
like-
lame, I swear to God.
It's like having
Get
not
a
watched
childhood? Please.
You're only young
Please.
once. Don't worry, Al. It's just that I'll bring some over that we can watch in LA at E3, and you'll be.
No, I'm downloading the intro right now. I need to know what this is all about.
Exactly. We have moved on to ICE. If you've just joined us, it's 2-2,
Hold on.
and Wheat is now going to play Sharky and George for you.
What?
Fight.
Are you kidding me? This is obviously some European stuff. What? It's French? Dude, no wonder.
Play that over the video stream.
I can. It's in Windows Media.
Can they hear the audio at least?
Hold on. Oh, no, I don't think we can. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you won't be able to.
Well, at least, through a combination of my whining and Nelly's link, we have at least given you something of a childhood now, and you can remember back to your childhood days when you sort of
All right.
watched Sharky
I
and
bow
George.
to those who watch. Whatever. Sharky and George. I'm ready for this matchup, Toss. What's going on? We need some ice, baby.
We are waiting on these guys to ready on up.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Come on, Toss. Have some fun with me here.
I've got to practice my lines for Snoop Dogg.
You
do, more importantly.
You do. Are you excited to meet Snoop?
Yeah, he and I have been bros for a long time, and
dude,
I'm
shut
looking
up.
forward to getting bitchin' with him at the HGGL.
Yeah, I heard the reason he was arrested is because you guys were in a little bit of inappropriate relations, and since you're a younger chap, that apparently that's illegal, which is why he was arrested. No comment. So if you get no comment, it obviously is true. We're waiting for juncie.
You just ain't G-Unit.
Yeah, Merlin, Chronos, and Sharky of Sharky and George. George is not with us tonight. But once this match gets started, I'm looking forward to a hot little match here on ice. The Allied sides will be one.soldier. Axis sides will be oceans6. And it is interesting, Toss. I mentioned it before, but while we've got a few seconds to kind of chat about it, how strategies in this game, because this game has been around for quite a while, are constantly evolving and developing. And I get the indication that it has changed a lot since, say, the last time that I played it or even saw it. And that's always nice. The life of a game is dictated by how much it can change and how much it can evolve. And I think that means a lot to a game, a title like this, when it still offers different ways to play and clans to find new strategies and this and that. That's a spectacular thing and doesn't happen in too many games.
That is, and it's a great shame that the world did not kill Counter-Strike and play RTCW, but we have to live with that, and unfortunately, the vast majority of 15-year-olds were too young at the time to play RTCW, and therefore they couldn't buy it in the stores because it is 15 in this country. Thus, it didn't overtake CS. But this is. This game has been something of a perfect advert for everything LTCW has had. We've had document grabs, we've had dynamite denials, we've had Panzerfaust, we've had a whole variety of strats. We've had the worst base attack ever, base strategy ever, with those 4 support fires, four artilleries all on the same location, killing nothing. We've had it all, and ICE is just going to finish us off in true, beautiful RTCW fashion.
Yeah, and you can't plant landmines in the hallway.
It's so good.
And Toss is pretty stoked about that. That hallway is always going to be a cesspit, though. I mean, landmines are not. One nicely placed Panzerfaust, and everyone there is a bucket full of Gibbs. So we're still waiting on 2 players, waiting on Merlinator and Juncie. So if you want to send your mental hate to either of those players, you can do so now. Oceans6 is all readied up, ready to rock and roll. And it must be getting late over there in a land where people watch Sharky and George after the Jetsons in the morning. That would not include me.
And then the Flintstones came on. Now, years before then, before they mixed up the rotation, it was Tom and Jerry before the Flintstones. But what are you gonna do?
But and how long ago was this? Like 4 years ago?
No, this was like this was a little while ago.
Okay.
When I first had Sky, but obviously you were never young. And obviously, Red Eye is being challenged the Granddad Award of ITG. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were that old.
Who? Me? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm turned 29 in like 12 days.
Really? So actually, we'll be in LA for your birthday.
Yes, you will be, and I expect presents. So
I'll bring you the DVD box set of Sharky and George.
No, please don't do that. You remember what you brought me the last time you came to the United States for E3, don't you?
I brought you a beautiful tea set from Harrods that I thought was quite ironic.
Are you going to be upset if I tell you that Jen threw it away?
I think I would be, in fact. I think she and I would be having words.
I'm just kidding. Actually, we talked about it, and I decided that it wouldn't be appropriate. No, I'm just kidding. We've still got it, and we said that we would use it in the new house if you came to E3. So we'll have some tea and crumpets, or maybe we'll have some tea and wheat thins. How about that?
That would be great, but I am partial to a crumpet.
Okay. Well, you are English after all. So what's going on with these players? I don't understand. Usually in a situation like this, was one player like did one player 999 out? Is that what happened?
I'm guessing it's something along those lines, but I know as much as you do, unfortunately, on that.
Which is a lot, since I'm, obviously incredibly knowledgeable. I'd never seen Frostbite before in my life.
Well,
but I've seen ice, and I'm ready for ice here, folks. I don't understand. Like, usually in the final game, at this point, in a lot of other games, it's like, okay, we've been playing for this long already, so let's just play. Let's just let's do it. And these guys seem to be taking
you have
their
to
time.
savor every moment because you never know when you're next going to get another game of this brilliance.
I do actually understand and can respect that. I definitely can respect that. But
we know when the next RTCW tournament is coming up. Obviously, the Ownitschcup is not finished, but the Battle on the Beachhead 3 is coming close to starting over in the United States. Jesus, a.k.a. Hollywood, has been working hard on reviving the American scene, and with his good friends at TWL, in particular Vixen, they've been working extremely hard on getting a kick-ass tournament that you can look forward to here on Inside the Game.
Do you think we see any of these older clans coming back together?
Well, Hollywood has been talking to me, and I don't know. I don't want to say, I don't know how much roster news is official and how much isn't over there. But there are a lot of big old players playing again, and even your good buddy, Quake buddy, Clock has got himself together something of a team.
What?
And
dude,
there is.
Maybe I need to go in there and school him a little bit.
I don't believe you're capable of schooling him. However,
come on, at least I've played some games of RTCW. Clock, on the other hand, I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I don't know if he's ever played RTCW before.
He's played about every game in the world. That when it comes out, he plays it for about a week, and you'd see, Cloud9 Clock messaging for a game.
Well, you gotta play to figure out what you're going to be good at. That's for sure. But RTCW is a different type of game. I think it's pretty hard for Quakers to get into a game like this because they just want to frag, and sometimes you got to be a little bit more patient.
I disagree, and now I'm going to school you in Quake 3 history. As if you remember, CZM, every American's favorite Quaker, has actually played RTCW at QuakeCon for CK. You look at that whole CK lineup; it had a distinct Quake 3 flavor to it. You can't
get more knowledgeable than that. I mean, dude, I can just answer you back. I could say that Wombat also played and was actually a fantastic sniper, but that doesn't mean that every single Quake player is going to be good. I mean, if you look at Wombat, he actually played an eclectic mix of games. CZM is like the only exception, and maybe abuse, but abuse is
played within Fences for 2 weeks. Did you know that?
For 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. What the hell does 2 weeks mean?
That practically, nearly every top, I would say at least 50% of every top RTCW player has Quake 3 experience. And I mean top, people who have played at the very highest level have some form of Quake 3 experience. And I think you need to look. Well, and in reference to your previous statement.
Why? What? That Quake 3 players aren't as good at RTCW?
No, they take to it extremely well. It's because there is a lot of similarity.
There may be a lot of similarity, but I'm talking about the actual mindset of it.
Well, CTF and document grabbing, there is not a clear similarity, but there is a lot of the same team play dynamics needed.
I would agree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that. But, you know, then you're even taking it further and saying that, you know, Quake 3 CTF is what you need in order to be good at something. I mean, sure, you can look at the CZMs, and I mean, but how many CZMs are there out there? There's one. There's one. We're waiting on one player, Toss. Do you think we're going to get started?
I think at the moment, considering he's not connected to the server, we're not going to. And I think he knows that I was owning you at Quake 3 History, and thus wanted to listen just a little bit more. Because...
Dude, you don't want to go toe-to-toe with me in Quake 3 History, brother. If you'd like to try, though, I'll definitely... I mean, just like I would never want to go toe-to-toe with you in RTCW History, so I won't try. So...
What a lovely day it is.
It is a lovely day, and this game has actually taken nearly 2 hours to complete. Clock was also playing CS 1.6 the other day with Sudi and friends. That comes from an anonymous source.
Namely Sin, I'm guessing.
Named Nakarat.
Oh, okay.
So, does that mean the more games you play, the better you're going to be?
Well, in my case, it doesn't appear to have worked, so I don't know.
I don't know. So I'm waiting for this game to get started, Toss. I don't really want to take a break. I'm sure that people are enjoying us go back and forth fighting like older brother and younger brother. That's the dynamic that we have.
Let's tell those on the video stream what's coming up that they can look forward to, video-wise, here on Inside the Game. Coming up, in some, you know, 2 weeks? 2 weeks or so, we've got the GGL V-Sports All-Stars. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we're going to have the V-Sports All-Stars during E3, and if you haven't checked already, ggl.com, the winners have been announced. There are going to be some pretty amazing games, including the possibility of a Grubby versus Moon rematch. But Sweet will be coming out, and also we will see Sky, Sky for Warcraft 3 as well. So we could be seeing like a Night Elf Undead versus Orc Night Elf matchup in a 2v2 mode that could be pretty intense. Obviously, the Counter-Strike guys will be a lot of fun, and for Quake 4, you kind of have the people that you would expect to see out there. So it's going to be a good time. But in addition to the V-Sports All-Star stuff, Toss, is that we're going to be spending a lot of time focusing on what is actually at E3. And that was something that we didn't really get to do much last year at E3 2005. So I'm pretty excited about the fact that, you know, we are going to be able to bring you a first or more in-depth look at Enemy Territory Quake Wars. Or maybe if RTCW 2 is there, we're going to be able to give you a more in-depth look at that. But we're going to be going around to each booth and bringing you complete coverage. And guess what? Prepare to fight tonight. We've got the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and TosspoT, take us away.
Here we go. We have got Askungen with the Panther. Spawned on the wrong side. He'll be bitter about that, and we will follow Junkie as he makes his way down to that, down straight in towards that flag. What are we going to see? Last time we casted Ice on whipped out a 7-man frag. Including a team kill and a knife. So we'll see whether they can get that. It's Sharky, partnered by George, that's come up with a lot. And now they rain those grenades in on that side entrance. The allies are stuck in that flank room. The grenades are pinning them in from Askungen. And that's all you've got to do. You just pin the... Oh, Askungen vaporizes himself. Once you got that dynamite down on the service door, all you've got to do is keep them at bay. And once you've got that, you've then got a tunnel straight through to the defense, straight through the second stage. And it's the allied side team whose job it is to kind of get you at that point. And well, one.soldier have done exactly that, in fact.
And now they're just waiting. The service door has been breached. We're going to see hoontah waiting just outside. Allies Panzerfaust does come down, does not get anyone. And hoontah's going to be able to take care of that corpse right there, waiting inside the crate room just next to the service room. Haven't seen anything yet. These Axis unable to get the flag. This is some nice allied shutdown right here. The Axis are not, Ocean 6 are not able to do much of anything right now. Let's switch on over to crmbs. He's dropping some medic packs here in the main room, and it doesn't even look like the Axis team can make it to that service door, which has been breached. Watching some of the Axis, jauhis will try to make his way in, and another one, ozzmosis, is dropped down. It's a whole line of corpses. Here comes Weak, and he will not take out anyone. Merlinator is the last one. Nope, that was it. All of the Ocean 6 guys, I believe, are now down.
Oh! Here comes Junkie with a triple man. Jauhis, weak and osmosis blown away. He hopped forward. His assault was pressurized by the incoming support fire, and the Allied spawn, the Axis spawn, got locked down. And well, this is an embarrassing situation for Ocean 6 to be in because they actually weren't doing anything wrong on their flag assault, but when they lost the control, they now have got themselves caught in a situation that is so hard to get away from because one soldier can funnel in reinforcements through that service now, which they couldn't before, and this can be a difficult position to get away from. It can be embarrassing, and whatever happens, it is going to put time on the clock. And we'll see whether that's the second time this round that Askungen has vaporized himself. We'll see whether he can get out of that habit pretty quickly. Grenades being launched forward by both sides. Kuraigu comes up with an MP40 frag himself, and Junkie has run away, whipped out that Panzerfaust, joined by Merlinator now, and the two of them will come back. We have Junkie with the one-man Panzerfaust, blowing away Weak, and now with 7 minutes exactly on the clock, we've had a solid minutes that is saved, guaranteed that one soldier won't be leaving this map empty-handed.
And it looks like they might have the push finally, Toss. We are going to see an Axis team push up here. No, stopped just in the outside the crate room. Once again, cannot get. They finally got their hands on that flag. We will see a revive. No, we won't. Ozzmosis is dropped down, and Ocean 6 is stopped once again. Here comes the Panzerfaust, and it will take out one. That will let 4 members of the Axis make their way into the closer tunnels. We do see some grenades coming out. Nice crossfire going on here outside the shipping room and just inside the flag room. We're going to see another one go down, and the Axis just continue to be target practice here for one soldier.
Yeah, Junkie's got himself an MP40 and a Panzerfaust. He's just launched that Panzerfaust in towards the flag, in fact, and self-killed. Ocean 6 know that the Axis team have spawned back, but they've now captured that shipping holes as well, and we'll move on, and we have got ourselves onto the second stage about 3 minutes later than I think Ocean 6 would have liked, and frustration sets in, anger sets in, and this is the time when Ocean 6 really need themselves some level heads, and they really need to be cool, calm, collected, and all of that good stuff. But Merlinator and Sharky, aka Sharky and George, move forward. The flag has been recaptured once again by the Allied side, and this Dino goes down on the fortress wall. Junkie is ready to strike on the incoming respawning Axis, and here he will go any second now. He is behind the box, and he's been blown away by the grenade of Weak.
And we're going to see 2 more get taken out there. That could be the pass that they needed for these hallways here. Askungen is going to come out. He's got a grenade cocked. He's taken out by a knife kill. And once again, we do not see a reclaim right before the reinforcements were about to be deployed. If he would have grabbed that flag, they probably would have been in better position. Junkie now waiting with his Panzerfaust just outside. The Allies continue to shut down the Axis. He's got his Panzer cocked and ready. He will not. No, he will fire and get one. Ocean 6 continue to be shut down. Going to come out here. Panzer does knock out Huge in the shipping halls, but still, finally reclaim with 2 members deep. Now they're going to be able to go through that service door. But 4 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. Just like you said, Toss, this is like grandma mode here. They're not moving very fast up here, as one soldier is definitely shutting them down.
Yeah, and Battle of the Panzers. Junkie is having a good game. Actually, Askungen is having a better, barring those 2 G-hands down that are about as successful as, well, I don't know. But we have got one soldier now moving themselves around into the service holes. They have that locked down. The Axis team will need to be operating with one man defending that flag, because one soldier proven time and time again that they have to get that. It's with a frustration when you have to do that. Some teams incorporate it as their technique naturally now. But here we go. One soldier now, Panzer to Panzer as they go for Junkie will take down Ozzmosis, but will get dropped down, and now Askis has moved forward. He's waiting on Allied respawn. We follow him as he is about to move, as we will spy Chronos making his way up towards the objectives. The alarm bells have been called. Ferrara obliterates himself, and now we have Askis ready, poised, positioned to strike on 3 minutes and 33. The Allied team respawn, and here comes Askis, or not to be, as the Allied side that respawned did not give him the opportunity to strike. And they got let off the hook right there.
No, let off the hook indeed. In fact, he did not even get to fire that Panzerfaust. Nothing happened there. The dynamite also has been stopped on the fortress wall. There it finally has been planted. It must have been defused the first time. It looks like Junkie extending himself out from one, the Panzerfaust, and as they come down the hallway, one is taken out. He'll have to stop this other one. He cannot do it. It is a lieutenant just outside those doors, and that will allow the Axis to make their way in, but one soldier has already done such a fantastic job here that I really have to question if they're even going to be able to get the job done in 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Now, granted, ice can be a difficult map, especially on the Axis side, but one soldier doing a great job here. I think they're playing all the right cards, TosspoT.
Yes, they are, and the ball is most certainly in their court. They've got the flush, they've got the pocket aces, you name it, they've got it right now. And in this position, they certainly want to, or it needs to be in the driving seat. But Askis is going to move forward. He's dropped the Panzerfaust, switch to medic, will make his way up the ladder on towards the top level of the Axis fort. He will grab himself those documents and now make his way. Where will he go? He finds an explosion to his left-hand side. He's going to wait to see if someone is going to come up that ladder. They're not. And Askis is ready to move with those documents as soon as he's given the call. Right now, he's kept himself cleverly hidden, drops himself down the ladder, is going to go through the service doors, and here go Oceans6. They've got one Allied to the right-hand side, but no, swarmed around by 5 players. The Allied side have reclaimed those shipping holes. He needs backup. He waits cleverly for them. Good by Oceans6. Ozzmosis will lead the charge. Docks with Askis, though. Ozzmosis will now move on forward. Drops Sharky. Documents moving away with Askis as he'll pass the flag. Thanks for the documents. Ozzmosis will stop him in his tracks, and now they will move it away with Ozzmosis. He's got that Eurocup silver medal for a reason, and now we'll see whether he can take it home. And djWHEAT, why don't you take us home?
Well, it's not going to be very long unless a hidden Panzerfaust comes out of nowhere, but I think that's already been given up by Junkie here. Ozzmosis will make his way in. We do see some crossfire, but through the doorways and into the transmission, Hitler is on the radio as they send out those document transitions. 8 minutes and 47 seconds, which is also the time it takes TosspoT to, I don't know, I was trying to think of something clever there, but I completely blanked. Or maybe we could say 8 minutes and 47 seconds, the time it takes djWHEAT to come up with an insult for TosspoT on MP Ice.
It did take that long, and Oceans6 have themselves this time. I mean, you want to take a time rather than not taking one, I guess. You want to make sure that you're, to make a pun, you're inside this game, but it's not a great time. The ball is in one soldier's court and will remain there, but what are they going to deal? Are we going to see something change quickly? I don't know whether we're playing best of 3. They haven't answered my question. So let's ask, are we playing best of 3? But I don't know. One soldier will now have to. Oh no, we're not. So one soldier will either have to win out on this map, meaning 2-0, or go to another map.
Prepare to fight.
Or we will go to. So what needs to happen? Explain to me one more time.
Well, one soldier. We're just continuing, so best of 2 on each map. Here we go. We're going to start 3, 2, 1 for you, Wolf TP. Sync up. And just to track back, basically, we're at 2-2. If one soldier win, it goes to 3-2. If Oceans6 win, it goes to 3-2 to them. And we just continue until someone gets until the map's end.
All right. Well, take us away, Toss. We are inside the game.
Askis with this Panzerfaust waiting on the call. Should he go left? Should he go right? Should he tie his shoelace? He's waiting. Dynamite goes down on the service door. Askis still waiting. Sharky MP40 dropping one. Kuraigu will go down as well. And it looks like the assault may come in. Askis is going to rotate himself around. He hears a jump. He hears a movement. He's waiting. He's now going to move back towards the flag. Weak will go through. Askis moving forward. Jauhis landing himself a frag. Panzerfaust exchange. Junkie will get his off just before Askis can strike him and merlinator down. And Junkie will make sure Askis goes to hell. But Here goes hoontah in for the flank.
And oceans6, well, they're doing an okay job so far here. They have stopped the initial Axis push. They're going to stop another one with a nice doorway body block. I believe that was by ozzmosis, but Weak watching that flagger and making sure no one's going to be able to get through. And also on top, one soldier, merlinator, has spawned on the far side and is now making his way down the far hallway. He does see one member down there. He will get taken out, avoids that grenade, and they might be able to capture the shipping halls from this side. Coming in from the back, the crossfire will take him down. The Axis will be unsuccessful once again, and oceans6, who did not so hot on the Axis side, are doing a much better job here as the ally.
Yes, they are. 7-on-7 on the clock. Jauhis with the grenade is about to launch it down towards the left-hand side, and now we see Jauhis moving forward, and the Axis team going to come towards that flag. He'll drop hoontah, and now the grenade will come back from Juncie. Juncie about to strike with the Panther Valve, stuck down in midair, and with 6:50 on the clock, oceans6 have this lockdown. We'll see whether they can actually make their way around, make their way forward, or actually, knock a few off spawn. Thus far, they have not, but they've kept that flag, and that's all that matters. And oceans6 are dealing out some bad medicine to one soldier, and what's happening?
Well, I was watching Chronos, and he was actually near the documents. He had somehow snuck his way in, but we are going to see the Axis capture the shipping halls, and that might have been the exact action that they needed in order to sort of disorient the oceans6 team. I think it might have thrown them off a little bit. It looks like once that happened, the Axis were able to capture that shipping halls, and now they might be able to make some sort of advance here on the documents. Now 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining, so we've seen almost now about a 3 to 4 minute difference in stage 1 to stage 2 than we saw when the sides were swapped. oceans6 trying to defend as much as they can. They are going to reclaim the shipping halls. How long will that be for? It was right before the reinforcement time, so that will help out. But 5 minutes 46 seconds on the clock. I would say the progress that the one soldier team has made is much better on the Axis than it was for oceans6.
Yeah, but oceans6 have now pinned back their opponents once again, and will be adding more time onto the clock. Every time you capture that flag, you put on 30 seconds. Every time you defend it, you put on more. Double Panzerfaust coming up from Askungen, Crembs, and Sharky both down. Juncie will answer the call by striking the floor. And again, Juncie, I'm sorry, but their floor is made of concrete. You cannot Panzerfaust concrete. But the Axis team have grabbed that flag, self-killed, and Juncie will be out to right the wrongs. Chronos double MP40 unleashed upon Askungen, and Weak makes his way through the service door. Finally cut down by Jauhis.
Nice.
Juncie will shove that Panzerfaust where the sun don't shine on Jauhis. And here come one soldier once again.
That was a huge, huge move there up the hallways through that service door. hoontah's making his way up the far ladder to the documents, sees no one up there right now. Axis steal the documents, but is completely devastated by a grenade, and it happens a second time by Cry, but it looks like we're going to see crmbs making his way into the documents. He falls down. He sees one ally member, or Axis member, underneath. He stops the Panzerfaust with his teeth, and now crmbs is making his way through the hallways. Allies reclaim the shipping hall, so he needs to be careful here. Does see the one allied member who is stopping things off. He takes out one. A second one comes in from behind, and allies return the documents. Great job there. Nice recovery by the allies. 4 minutes, 19 seconds. Looked like the job might get done, but did not happen. The qualifications on the one soldier side were just not good enough.
And now they have the flag. Now they can push forward and put more time on the clock. So it's helped them in more ways than one. Weak with the double grenade drops Juncie and Chronos. And there's Fra with a double support fire. And oceans6 have destroyed their opponents here. Moving in. Jauhis will now get on the action. Chronos will be the one. But let me remind you of what just happened to Chronos. It was Chronos' grenade who actually stopped the engineer getting through.
Yeah.
The first document grab. He took down his teammate who had the documents. What was going through his mind, I don't know. However, it didn't matter at the end of the document. There was a second medic up there. But the eventual process was cut down. hoontah will come through, get the 2 revives in with that MP40 kuraigu, and ozzmosis moving in, getting fragged as well. And oceans6 have to be a little bit cautious now. Don't get too adventurous. Be prepared to fall back, and I think they are with that self-kill. And we have ourselves a pause. And I'm just going to... Oh, we saw it. No, we didn't. So we have ourselves a pause, and we're back inside this game once again.
Very, very quickly, too, we did see some one.soldier members here go through the main entrance out to the documents. Nothing to be had there. Askus making his way out now as we see 4 members now going to reinforce the towers where the documents are held. Juncie is inside the flag room. And we're going to have another timeout. He looks like he's kind of just sitting there. I don't think he's actually... Yeah, he was AFK. I was going to say he was defending, quote-unquote, the flag room, but actually that meant not moving inside the flag room. So you will see he's now un-AFK, and what will he do outside of this flag room? We'll see him move this time. Going to make his way over to the service halls, and no one left behind there to watch the flag room. 13 seconds till the next reinforcement time as one managed to take out a few members. And then we're going to see another medic taken out. We've got Lieutenant Fire there, and Juncie now making his way up to the documents, up the ladder and into the covered doorway. Going to see one up top and one friendly member there. Oceans6 Cry is taken out. He's the one that stopped also with the great grenade there against the documents, and no medic to save this Axis member here. In fact, another one gets mowed down, but the Axis have stolen the documents and Toss to take us on this race.
Juncie moving them away through the service doors. They've got a lot of dead Allied bodies, and with 2:20 on the clock, Juncie may well get these away. Allied side again in front of them, reclaiming those shipping halls. It's Fra this time. Fra's at least slowing them down, but he's been dropped by Kronos' MP40. Lol is a call. I think that may be GG, as we now spy Juncie making his way forward. He's going to edge his way towards that half-track and second gate. It's Ozzmosis that'll stop him in his tracks. There are 5 Axis, but the Allies have done it. They've dropped it in midair, and now they're going to make their way forward. There are 5s coming forward. The documents are down, stranded by that half-track, making their way around. There are 5s come back out. Pantherfaust coming in from Axis, 2 down. Kronos and Sharky blown away. Crmbs will pick them up, and the Luger will come out from jauhis. Jauhis will get stopped, and Crmbs will make his way toward that transmitter. There is to be no final twist in this tale, is there? He is going to take as long as he needs. 2 fill-ups will go in and clear the way, and Crmbs will set himself a time. It was beat with 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go, and ladies and gentlemen, that very movement is why RTCW is the best video game ever released.
It was definitely a nice display of skills there, and so explain what is going on now. I saw you asking about a best-of-3 situation. The game is not over yet. What do we need? What do we need to see out of either of these teams in order to see a victory?
If we get a draw on this round, full hold, one.soldier win. If one.soldier win this round, one.soldier win. If oceans6 win this round, they take it to 3-3, and it's game on another map. It just works out that basically you're going to play 2 stopwatch rounds on every map. You
right,
play
okay.
a map.
Gotcha.
Then we'll see. Anyway, wait. Take us away.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that. We are now switching once again. oceans6 on the Allied side. 1 on the Axis side. Actually, we're staying the same, if I'm not mistaken. And here comes the Axis coming in strong. It looked like the Panzer would clear out the room, and it will. Fra is the only one taken down, but it will. Nope, they have not got that flag yet. A grenade will come in through the room, and they're going to make sure that they have the service door first. But it looked like an Allied member right there. Grenade will drop them down. No chance for revival. oceans6 jauhis now making his way back to the shipping halls to be there, and there's a few Panzers down right there. oceans6 comes out with another one. Chronos dropped down. The shipping halls are picked up 3 seconds before the time, and then recaptured. So the Axis are screwed in that first push. They were not able to get that flag before the reinforcement time ticks, and a nice set of Panzerfaust there will stop the Axis as we go into minute number 2 here on ice.
Here we go, 8:45. Pantherfaust coming through in the shape of Askus. He'll move forward, get dropped in midair, and now come through. You've heard the rain of the Pantherfaust. Jauhis with the double grenade has cleared out those 2 bodies, but they've been revived, and now they make their way through. Knife Frag coming in from Junkie. He'll move in for the flag, and the Axis team will surround the one final medic that's there. And Kronos will take down 2. He's just making sure that they get that final player down at all costs. And, well, we have been saved a flag defense situation. hoontah with a knife frag on Jauhis, and that's 2 knife frags pretty quickly right there.
Very, very quickly in a row. Now that they've gotten access to that flag, what will they do? What will their strategy be? The service door has been breached. We see Askus coming around through the service door. And finally coming up, we're going to have Kronos now. Oh, that was Kronos making his way up, and actually Jauhis stopped it. But here comes Ozzmosis to help defend. He is going to drop back down, and I don't see any Axis threats there near the documents right now. Ocean6 Week cocking a grenade, killing Junkie underneath in the ladder down in the shipping hall entrance. And this is the Axis now. Even though they are at stage 2, they're not making much movement into stage 2. We haven't even been close to a document grab. In fact, I don't even think we've seen anyone up those ladders, with the exception of Chronos, who was taken down easily by Ozzmosis.
Yes, he was. We're waiting on the Panzerfaust coming from Askis. Where will it be? He's sitting on the outside of the wall. Moves it. Blows himself away. That was either a political statement or it was the worst Panzerfaust shot in history. Crum's making his way up the ladder. He's going up those stairs, and now onto the top level. He's going to be met by Ozzmosis. And Oz coming through with one Thompson frag, gets the give, importantly, but the Axis team have picked up those documents, plucked down in midair, will they? No, he didn't even fall to his death. Panzerfaust comes through, it's missed again. It definitely is a political statement. For a double MP40 frag coming through, and now kuraigu with a Thompson drop in merlinator. Askis will move away. They're going to try and get these documents, but until we'll stop them in their tracks. The documents are with Junkie, he's moving them away. The Allies reclaim the flag, and Junkie will take the safe route of going all the way back to Axis respawn, the other Axis respawn, and waiting behind the building. He's taking this as safe as humanly possible. He'll have 4 or 5 players respawn, and it looks like we're in for a long haul on this push.
Yeah, we might be, as we now see the Allied forces making a wall over near the actual transmission. However, one goes down, and during the revive, we see one Axis member take out both of them and take care of the corpses as well. So the Allies might be in trouble. We could have an open road for Crumb to go ahead and transmit these documents. Another one tries to come out, does manage to drop Junkie, and a second one. Where is it? There it is. The clock now set to 4 minutes, didn't even see it. He snuck right past, and one final Allied Panzerfaust cannot save it. I'm sure you saw it, Toss, from the far tunnel. He tried to fire it. I'm sure it was a perfect shot, and with a few more seconds on his side, that could have been it. But instead, the transmission of the documents did happen. 4 minutes, great time. Will Ocean6 be able to pull it off?
Askis has got to pull his pants up, basically, because he had a shocking round that time. Too many missed Panzerfaust, too many poor shots, and he's got to get it together on this one. He's the man that can change it. If he can silence Junkie, if we can make it count, then this will take us to another map. If not, in 4 minutes, it'll be GG, and one soldier going to the final to play either Celesto or SVPR. And we'll see. Ozzmosis is lost already up. Ocean6 know that it's now or never. One soldier, if they were nervous before, will be biting their nails off right now. And, well,
we are ready to rock.
Away.
Yes, here we go. The countdown has begun, and we're going to have it start 3, 2, 1, and what we got going on. Switching on over the Axis, all 5 maybe will spawn at the far side, and they're going to be going down the near hallway, making their way in quickly. Out front, grenades are cocked, a few going the route of the service door, one going in. We're going to see Sharky taking down Askis right away. If he was holding on to the Panzerfaust, that could be good for them. Merlinator also drops, so 2 Allied forces out of the picture. No one down yet from the Axis side, Ocean6, so they are looking to be in fairly good shape. They have dropped dynamite by the service door, and if they could get their hands on this flag, they could be in even better shape. Ocean6 setting up outside the service door, but TosspoT, a good push so far by the Axis. The last time they were on this side, they had a terrible time making it to stage 2, so we're hoping to see a more aspirational push from them this time around.
And here it goes. Service door has been breached. Ozzmosis and jauhis will now move through the service doors. They've only got loose company, and they've got 2 Axis players to deal with. 2 Allied players to deal with, and they're not going to do that. The flag has been capped, so Allies will recap that. So we're still going to stay at this flag defense, and this could be costly because they simply cannot afford such a lengthy flag. Crmbs is the man that has held on to that flag for them. Junkie is the Panzerfaust that is about to strike, and if he does, we could be saying GG. He is waiting, Junkie's grenade is struck, another one will be tossed forward, giving a body, and now Sharky, and now Junkie, and now one soldier are in the motions, and it is their game to lose, no doubt. Askis has stopped Junkie, but he has a lot to do. Yeah, he's got to go it alone. I don't even know where he is. But one soldier are all over this. like a bad rash.
Yeah, they really are. They're throwing spam grenades that they're not even expecting to get kills on, and they're getting kills. These guys are walking into the crossfires, the grenades, the Panzerfaust of one soldier. Oceans6 has been able, Askis was able to take out the Allied Panzerfaust, but after that, it was pretty much a stalemate. So Crumbs watching this flag room. 1 minute 45 seconds remaining. This is also being Oceans6 has not been able to do anything on this Axis side, and it's a question of, is Oceans6 bad at the Axis side on ice, or is one soldier just freaking unbelievable at the Allied side? Well, right now, some great defense happening here. I'm not even sure if the service door has, no, it has been blown, so it still doesn't matter. 1 minute 18 seconds.
Hold on, let me interrupt. Weak has made his way through the service door and has bypassed that flag defense. The Allied side know he's there, but he's moving on these documents. He's going to be met by merlinator. Merlinator versus Weak for the champion. Surely, merlinator been dropped, but ozzmosis from the left-hand side. Does he have that KIH sprint jump in him? I don't believe he does. The FPS jump, if you will. Askis does, though. Over he goes like a true sweet. No, denied, and that could be game set match right there. As Crumbs with the double Thompson frag drops Fra and kuraigu, and wait, that is GG.
That will be GG. Not enough time to get it over. They're still going to try their damnedest to make it happen. But even going up that ladder and having the best run of your life will not happen. In fact, he's met by one Allied member at the top anyway. And he shoves a few bullets down his throat to make it hurt even worse. As victory will go to one soldier after a fairly epic matchup here on Frostbite base and ending us on ice.
Yes, what a game this was. It is the perfect advert for everything RTCW. And, well, we have seen ourselves. We've been privileged to have witness to this game. We don't know whether that means that one soldier can handle with Celeste or SVPR. That certainly does look to be the stronger side of the bracket, but we'll see. We'll see. We have another semi-final to bring you away.
Do we have any idea when that will be happening, Toss?
Let me spam this premium. 1 second. Lost camera right away. And well, just to remind you, coming your way, American-style RTCW. It's the Bob 3 tournament that you can catch here on Inside the Game as well. Holly, aka Jesus, has revived with his big walking stick the whole American community, and well, the whole bit, and has done a great job. And so there is more RTCW coming your way as we wait on whether Creamy is going to reply to my message.
And while we wait, please send all hate about djWHEAT's RTCW knowledge to ITG TosspoT, and he will handle all of that for me.
Actually, yes, people appear to have loved you. So.
You know, I might have had a little bit of inspirational casting there on the last map, but I just have to say the first two were definitely shaking off the rust. So the bottom line is, Toss, is that I love RTCW and I can't wait until our next match.
Yeah, and hopefully, you never know whether it is to be, whether it will get that dream QuakeCon showdown that everyone has looked forward to, but we'll see. It has been a brilliant match, and Creamy has started to reply. It is not organized, the Celeste versus SVPR game, but we will do our damnedest to bring that game to you. Next week, sometime, perhaps.
Perhaps. We'll find out soon enough. And as we mentioned, V-Sports All-Stars, although it doesn't include RTCW, will be happening in the next couple of weeks. And immediately after that, the live final for the HHGL inaugural season. And I know that there's a split community out there, people that are like, so what? And other people that are like, hey, this is a good thing. It's just making gaming bigger. I'm one of those just making gaming bigger type of guys. So I'm glad to see it. But regardless, Toss, the next RTCW matchup will be happening soon, and I think a lot of people will be happy to know that Trillian should be making her comeback. DA will be making her comeback. We will be seeing a lot of RTCW casters return specifically for the upcoming tournaments, and I think we have you to thank for that, really. You lift us up. Oh, wait. Sorry. Josh Groban, you know? Are you still with me, TosspoT?
I'm just a little bit scared right now.
I seriously thought maybe you just disconnected, brother.
I got a message from Chronos from the One Soldier side. Phew is all he can say, and I agree. That sums up that game. That singing of yours does not sum up how good this game was, but I'm sure one day I will consider forgiving you.
Okay, consider it. Consider it, indeed. And with that, congratulations to One Soldier. I've actually got a bunch of meetings that I now have to partake in. That's no fun, but at least I got to start
to be important.
Yeah, at least I get to start the day off with an RTCW game, or at least, you know, mid-afternoon. Hopefully I'll grab some lunch. TosspoT, any final words out there for your fans or teams or anything?
Keep watching the skies.
Keep watching the skies. I'm getting a phone call.
That's the worst ringtone in history.
What are you talking about? All right, folks, this is Inside the Game, djWHEAT and TosspoT, and we'll see you next time here on ITG. And you know what? I don't actually have like a closeout song, so I think your
ringtone.
No, my ringtone is not the closeout song, people. It's going to be this one right here. This is my infamous closeout song. This is djWHEAT and TosspoT taking the inside of the game for Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Check out www.radioitg or add to your IRC Perform #RadioITG on GameSurge, QuakeNet, or enter the game. We'd love to have you stop by, and you'll always know when we're on the air. We'll see you next time. Peace.